anchor show planned for you. I'm Gracie, the anchor for today, along with my co-anchor Kylie. We're here to give you the best of the best news right here from Plymouth.
Coming up on Lincoln's Daily News,
The tennis call-out,
a current event that hits close to home,
the upcoming musical,
getting athletic physicals,
and so much more. So sit tight and we'll be right back in 45 seconds. And we're back in Studio 1B at Lincoln Junior High School in Plymouth, Indiana.
Here are today's top stories.
Thanks to your help, Lincoln voting for the WDA's Garden Grant application. The application is now moving on to the judging phase. It was one of the 500 applicants and is now one of the top 50. The waiting period is on at the moment. On May 12th or around that time is when the grants will be given. Thank you for your support and votes.
With the end of the year approaching faster than ever, and by the way, just in case you're counting, there are only 20 days left of the school year. We need to plan on turning in our library books soon. All books are due back Friday, May 15th. Make sure that you get those in so Mrs. Day can close up and doesn't have to track you down.
Shrek the Musical is coming to Lincoln.
That's right, Gracie, and it's going to be a show you don't want to miss. Let's take a look at this promotional video.
Love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. That's the way it seems for my dreams. And then I saw her face. I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. I saw her face. Not a trace. No, not a trace of doubt in me.
The play will be held this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Mrs. Brennan is looking for 3 adults each night to monitor the classrooms that students are waiting in during the performance. If anyone you know is willing to help one of the nights, Mrs. Brennan would be willing to pay them with 2 free tickets to a different night's performance.
The show will also be performed during Friday during the day. The 7th graders will see it at 8:30 a.m. and the 8th graders will see it at 12:30. And there will be no change in the schedule. These shows are only for LGH students and staff. The public will not be allowed into these performances because of seating restrictions.
We have one birthday here at Lincoln today. Today we have Peyton Dodson. Happy birthday from all of us here at PTB2.
And now over to the corner for our daily Red Storm sports, weather, and lunch. What's going on, Olive?
Not a lot is happening, but before I start with our sports and lunch today, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Hoosier Driving Academy, where driving becomes easy. Calling all tennis players. The Plymouth Tennis Club is having sign-ups. People 11 and older can sign up by contacting Michael Delp and getting a paper or virtual form. If you are interested in this opportunity, contact Michael Delp at the high school. Last chance for sign-ups are today from 4 to 7 p.m. at the courts in Centennial Park. There's a home track meet tonight, so make sure you get out there and support our athletes. The meet is at 5 where the Red Storm will be facing Edgewood. Attention all Lincoln athletes. You need to have a physical in by July 1st to participate in any athletic activities. Lucky for you, on May 14th, St. Joe Hospital is offering athletic physicals for only $20. These physicals are offered starting at 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Make sure to take advantage of this offer. For today's lunch, we will be having hamburger on bun, wonderful baked fries sliced from fresh potatoes, carrots with extraordinary ranch, and your choice of fresh fruit. Sounds delicious, huh? Taking a look out the weather window, today it looks like spring is finally coming. There will be a high of 70, a low of 57, and it looks like for the rest of the week there will be a chance of thunderstorms, so stay inside. Again, a big thanks to our sponsor, Hoosier Driving Academy, where you become a pro on the road. And now back to our wild anchors, Kylie and Gracie. How you doing, girls?
Now it's time to take a look at our current event.
Kylie, did you feel the earthquake that happened on Saturday?
No, I didn't. There was an earthquake?
Yeah, it happened in Michigan, but I felt it.
I didn't.
Let's take a look.
Has a story to tell from today's seismic event. The 4.2 magnitude earthquake rocked West Michigan just before 12:30 this afternoon. Amy Hybels is live in Galesburg, just 5 miles north of the epicenter. And Ryan Duffy, he is live in Portage. We begin this evening with Ryan and information from local scientists who are now studying this quake. 12:30 this afternoon. Amy Hybels is live in Galesburg, just 5 miles north of the epicenter. And Ryan Duffy, he is live in Portage. We
said that it was extremely rare, that this is usually a once-in-a-lifetime event, what we had here today, for at least for people living in Michigan. Professor Dave Barnes says that the earthquake originated about 4 miles underground from fracturing rock down at that level. And then because Michigan has such old and solid rock, that the energy from that was able to travel well, and that's why it could be felt so far away. But he says almost always any kind of quaking that we would feel here originated down south, possibly around Missouri. That's where a fault line is. And then we feel it here, but he says it's extremely rare that it actually originated here in Michigan.
Probably one of the lowest areas for seismic hazards in the continental U.S. anyway is in Michigan. So we are very unlikely to experience significant, anywhere near damaging earthquakes. This is a very unusual event.
And a lot of questions have also come up today having to do with fracking and people speculating that could have had something to do with this. We also, we asked him about that, and he said that really this happens so much deeper in the ground, 4 miles underground. That's much deeper than where any kind of fracking is usually done. So he says it's very unlikely there's any kind of link to fracking. Reporting live in Kalamazoo, Ryan Duffy, News Channel 3.
While rare, Michigan has felt some quakes in the past. The earliest record of earthquake tremors felt in the Michigan territory were from the Great Series of Shocks centered near New Madrid, Missouri in 1811 and 1812. As many as 9 tremors were recorded, but between 1872 and 1883, a number of moderate earthquakes were centered within Michigan, including on February 4th, 1883, an earthquake that reportedly cracked windows and shook buildings in Kalamazoo. But by far the biggest earthquake to date in our state was on August 9th in 1947. A 4.6, also centered in West Michigan, affected a total area of about 50,000 square miles.
Wow, I never knew we could have earthquakes right here in Plymouth, Indiana.
I know, me too. Earthquakes in Plymouth?
So let's review today's show.
Today's the last day to sign up for tennis.
The musical will be performed this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with a special performance for staff and students during the day on Friday.
Be sure to turn in your library books soon. The library needs all materials by May 15th.
Finally, your feedback is important to our team. If you have a question, concern, or something you want on the show, email us at ptv2@plymouth.k12.in.us.
That does it for us today. If you want more incredible Red Storm news, sports, and weather, go to lghdigitalstorm.com.
Today's show was brought to you by Hoosier Driving Academy, teaching you how to drive.
See you right back here tomorrow, same time, same place.